Welcome. It's facts you don't know. If it's your first time here and you wanna find out new facts that will definitely make you smarter and more, well, and first make sure to subscribe and activate the notification bell so you don't miss anything.
They wanted to demolish the house of the old man for the new road. The old man was not amiss and decided to defend it. The Chinese government had to move a village of more than 1,000 people in order to construct a new road, but two decided they would live until the bitter end and didn't go. This wouldn't be a big deal, except now is their house standing alone in the middle of a new Jiananzhang village motorway in Zhejiang province. In China, the phenomenon of a lone house that wasn't torn down due to the buildings is called a Nil house, referring to the image of an incubated Nil that is painful and almost impossible to remove. Liu Baogan and his wife, the only residents of the 5-story flats block, demonstrate that they will not move because the government's offering of compensation is not enough. The farmer says he'd move if the government provided enough for him to rebuild a house elsewhere, but the 260,000 yuan standing offer won't cover the costs. The lane leading to the Wenlin railway station has not yet been opened, but with sufficient electricity and water supply, the farmer family seems to be pretty secure in their decision. Home sweet home indeed. Liu Baogan and his wife must have thought that when they refused government reimbursement for their apartment, they were sitting pretty, claiming it wouldn't cover the reconstruction costs somewhere else. Its intransigence in any other jurisdiction would possibly prompt a lengthy court battle, but in China it was this. The government pressed ahead and constructed a 4-lane highway, lapping the asphalt on either side of Jian Sangyang's 5-story apartment house, a village in Zhejiang province. The phenomenon is so popular, its own name has been earned. Such structures are called Nil houses. In this situation, much of the Luo's house was taken down by demolition experts after the neighbors moved out. But since the law makes demolition of property by force without an agreement illegal, they have left enough retaining walls to hold the building intact. This helps the elderly couple to continue to live there. Mr. Liu is 67, his wife is 65. The Lius say the government offer of 260,000 yuan plus 2 small building sites wasn't enough to cover the several 100,000 yuan they say they spent renovating the building, say the Shanghai Daily. They will keep on living in the apartment because they have sufficient electricity and water supply, but they said that will be burglars were concerned, since outside walls no longer secure the apartment. The road that leads to railway station in Wenlin has yet to be opened. When it does, they should predict a rush of day and night driving traffic. China has many Nil householders examples. According to the Daily Mail, Niu Shaogen and Zhang Zongkyun have dared to stand in the way of a local estate developer in Zhaotuang, Shandong province. The couple lived on a dirt island in the center of building site, both in their 60s, without water and electricity since 2009. They say gangsters have constantly threatened them, and they have had to fend off attempts to illegally demolish their ramshackle home. Mr. Niu said he was trying to negotiate with the developer, but declined to pay more than half of the land's market price. Yang Wu and Wu Ping, residents of Chongqing, Western China, pictured below, are the most prominent Nil householders. Their house restaurant was in the midst of a sprawling 6-story shopping mall that was being proposed. Although the government's offer was embraced by 280 neighboring families and decided to leave in 2004, Mr. Yang and Mrs. Wu held out. Developers cut off their power and water and digged around their home a 10-meter deep pit that the family had occupied for 3 generations. The owners broke into the construction site, reoccupied it, and raised the Chinese flag on top of it. Mr. Yang, a local champion of the martial arts, even vowed to beat any official who wanted to evict him. "We shall not move. We will live and die with the house," he shouted from the roof. They officially settled for 1 million yuan in 2007, plus a new apartment after lengthy negotiations with the developers.
Thanks for watching. Please like and share the video in social networks. We'll be right back to you as fast as we can.